What's going on, guys? It's your boy HQ420 here, and in today's video, I got a clip that we're going to check out, okay? And it's this young lady right here, Miss Jena Powell, okay? Now, she was getting up there, and she was trying to talk about this, proposing an amendment to protect women's sports. And, you know, as usual, there's some people out there who are against this, okay? Because for some reason, they want men to be competing in women's sports. Now, I know that they say they're women, but they're not, okay? They're biologically men, and a whole host of them are even disingenuous and keep their package even after they say they're a woman, okay? Keep the the bait and tackle, okay? All of it, okay? The steak. They still remain with the steak. And so she gets up here and she's trying to propose this in front of the people up there. And of course, we have some Democrats that start acting like wild apes. Let's jump into this. Alright guys, I want to welcome everybody back to your channel. Hope y'all having a fantastic day. If it's your first time here, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Article right here. Ohio Democrats go into full meltdown mode when female GOP rep proposes amendment to protect women's sports. Now, this Miss Jena Powell, that's this young lady right here, and she had proposed the Save Women's Sports Act, okay? And we all know what it's about, all right? Anytime somebody's talking about saving women's sports, the bill ensures that every little girl who works hard to make it on a podium is not robbed of her chance by a biological male competing against her in a biologically female sport. All right? And that's fair enough, okay? And I've been down with that. But for some reason, you know, even though they've been talking about a whole lot of misogyny, you know, male dominance and things of that nature, a whole lot of the woke crowd has been fine with men delving into and trying to dominate a woman's sport, okay? Which makes no sense at all. As I've always said, if you're a man, you need to be competing with the men. If you can't cut it against men, then you just need to either work harder or try to do something different, okay? That's just all there is to it, okay? And you know, everybody can't be the best at everything, all right? But there's no reason for, oh, well, you know, I'm a woman. I'm going to go compete with women because that's what I am. No, you're not, sir. No, you're not. Without a shadow of a doubt, okay? Especially all these folks walk around with the package still connected to them. You're like, no, brah. I mean, cut the noise and the nonsense, both at the same time. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go down here and we're going to, it's about a minute clip. And then there's another 15-second clip of the opposite angle of what was happening here. We're going to go and we're going to see where Miss Jena Powell got up on the podium and started speaking to the legislation about the particular bill that she was trying to set forth, and the downright foolery that comes afterwards. So let's go ahead and jump into that clip.
Move to amend with Amendment 1594.
The chair has the amendment. The amendment appears to be in order. The representative may proceed.
Wonderful. The Save Women's Sports Act is a fairness issue for women to be able to achieve their dreams in athletics in our state. And it's crucial to preserving women's rights and the integrity of women's and girls' sports. Across our country, female athletes are currently losing scholarships, opportunities, medals, education, and training opportunities. This amendment will require schools that are part of the OHSAA to designate separate teams for participants of the biological sex. No school interscholastic conference or organization that regulates interscholastics shall permit biological males to participate on athletic team or an athletic competition designated only for biological female participants.
Now, y'all just seen that, okay? Now, the young lady got up there, and when it's somebody's time on the podium, regardless of whether you like what they say or not, at least have a little bit of dignity and let them speak about what they have going on, okay? Now, this ain't got nothing to do with right or left. This has got to do with folks who were straight up ignorant and act like wild apes, okay? Now, while she was trying to speak, okay, these people just begin furiously banging on their table, yelling loudly, okay, during her speech, okay, during her proposal. Now, you want to talk about being rude? I mean, damn, bud. Come on now. I mean, yeah, but they're like wild beasts. You know what I'm saying? They're like rabid beasts. It's like rabies has entered them, and all they just know is just to act a fool. It's like, man, what are y'all doing? Why y'all acting stupid? Let the woman speak. If you've got an objection, then, after she's done, you get up there and you make your objection, okay? Or of course, you vote in whatever way you want to vote. Now it looks like the bill was passed, okay, in the Senate. Well, hold on, in the House, and so it needs to be sent to the Senate to see if to be voted upon as well there. But here's my main issue of what I just saw right there. It's the fact that this woman's up here, speaking, and I've heard a whole lot about, men are bad, the misogyny and things of that nature, and yet the people in there just allowed it to continue. And the ones who were doing it were the Democrats. Now you're like, hold on a second now. Now, I've heard a whole lot from the left, okay, from the woke, that, about the misogyny, about trying to overpower women, and things of that nature. And yet, at that point in time, they do that exact same thing because she was saying something that they didn't like. And I'm like, hold on a second, it doesn't even make any sense. Now, here's my problem, okay? Here's one of my problems. Look at all these men. Look at all the men right there. Ain't none of them be like, ho. I just got to stop you, Miss Jena Powell, because we got to handle some business over here, because it's obvious that we let some wild animals into the proceedings, okay? So we need to go ahead and try to get rid of the wild animals so you can proceed and speak and be heard without having to be erupted by people who ain't got no sense and who are rude. It's like, come on now. It's like, are you serious? And everybody just sat around. Look, they just sitting there. She's trying to speak. They over here hounding her, banging on. And I'm gonna show you an alternate view of my man right here. He's just acting complete fool, and these people just sitting there. And the women, now's your time. Now's the time to turn around and say, hey, asshole, but you shut up, okay? I mean, I'm just waiting on y'all. I'm waiting on something to happen. Everybody always talks until it's time for something to happen, okay? It's time for you to put your foot out there. Time for you to get down, all right? I mean, and then people are nowhere to be found. They hiding underneath their bench. They hiding underneath their computer. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, but if folks just sitting there, and I think this one woman, she was over here banging the table a little bit too, but she was a little passive about it. But my man right here, he acting a total fool. And yet what you got all these men just sitting there letting it happen. When are y'all gonna step up? Bud. And maybe it's just my thinking, and I'm not coming out here and I'm not insinuating that a woman can't protect herself, because there are means, there's weaponry and things of that nature. But I've always thought it's a natural order, natural way of things, the men to have a protecting nature of women, okay? And yet all these men just sit around and just let this dude and other folks in there act a total fool. I don't hear nobody hitting the gavel, saying, hey man, y'all shut up or nothing. Get them out of here. Look, nothing. Folks just like, hey man must not like what she's saying. Bud, we can't be serious. But we are, bud. This is why we can't get nothing done. You know what I'm saying? This is why nothing happens on the GOP side. Look, bud, I'm going to be serious, okay? A whole lot of folks in the GOP, they weak. they won't stand up and do nothing. When it's time for them to have our backs, they're nowhere to be found, okay? And in situations like this, somebody should have went over there and got a little heat started. You know what I'm saying? And said, hey, bud, you either gonna calm down or there's gonna be some heat in here. That's just all there is to it. It said, damn. Everybody just sat around. And this young lady right here, we see right here, I'll go a little bit slow. She turned around and looked for guidance from a man right here. Right here. He just says, oh yeah, keep going. No, but y'all should have been like, hey, hold on. This ain't the way stuff is done. Somebody got to stand up and do something. But everybody's punk bitch. I mean, damn, bud. I don't get it. It doesn't even make any sense. And all because of the proposal of a bill. Man, you should be able to speak with your vote. However you vote, that's how we know how you feel about it. But you over here yelling and stuff. This dude right here, what's his name? Michael Skindle, yelling, acting a fool, like he's a wild ape in the damn jungle, like he's trying to assert some dominance out there, and folks just sitting around complacent. And that's what the USA is right now. And that's what we've seen over the past year. A whole lot of folks that are complacent, a whole lot of folks that sit around and take whatever you give them, okay? It'd be like, oh yeah, well, I got to do it because they told me to do it. No, bud. But if we gather together, we got power. But hey, what does it say? United we stand, divided we fall. That's the way it always is, bud. But this is stupid, man. I mean, these folks over here acting a fool him. There was some other people out there. That young lady, she was banging on her desk. She's sitting there smirking. Yeah, you want a man to go and take your daughter's spot, don't you? I bet you do. These folks are dumb, man. I mean, yeah, but I have to be careful when I get up here, okay? Every time, because, Bo, I could just get into just a F-bomb laden rant and just straight blast, bud. But I got to stay within within a little bit of composure and not act like these folks act. Like I ain't got no home training at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no sense. They just out there banging and just sitting around doing nothing. So I want to know what y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. I mean, but her proposal's good. Save women's sports. Now I seen somebody say it. It's like, oh well, the government shouldn't have their hand in, banning anything. It's like, but look, man. As much as people want this whole utopia where you ain't got no government and things just work peachy, the shit don't exist and it never will, okay? I mean, I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you. But damn it, all throughout mankind, there has been a governing body. Because from what I've seen, if I leave people to their devices and to figure things out on their own, for the most part, people can't get shit done, though. I mean, that's just all there is to it, man. Folks are always looking to the next leader because most people ain't got the drive or the sense to get anything done themselves. So I mean, I don't know any other way out of it other than to try to get better people in it. Now I know that at the end of the day there'll always be corruption. You can't stop that. But damn, try to get the best folks in there that you can. That's all I know to do at the moment. So I mean, I want to know what y'all's thoughts on this comment section below. All the men, they should have did something. Even the women. The women should have did something. Women should have spoke up. Be like, hey, man, stop acting like a jackass back here, okay? All right? And then the other guy that was up there, I mean, they just up there talk. Ain't nobody stopping the man. It's just, we're just going to let him ride. That's the way we work around here. When somebody's up here speaking and we don't like it, that's what we do now. We start banging on the desk like we're wild apes and like we ain't got no home training. So it makes sense to me. So I do hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. If you're not checked out my new podcast, Inside the Cube with your boy HQ420, it'll be on Spreaker. You can find that link in the description section below. You can also find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. If y'all are on those platforms, just follow HQ420. And I appreciate all the follows and everybody's listening so far. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are all links in the description section below. As always, it's been your boy HQ420. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.